Hi there, this is Dave Douglas with Music for Praise, and this is the first teaching video actually coming out to help you understand how music works. And what I'm going to begin with is very basic, and that is the major scale. There are major scales and minor scales. The major scale is the one that most music is built on. Minor scale is used for kind of a coloring of style and things. I've written a couple of songs that are in minor scales, and they're kind of haunting in the melodies. But the first thing is a major scale. What is a major scale? The easiest way to show you is by starting with the key of C, and that's what we're going to do. This is middle C, and what I'm going to do is come up the keyboard. That is a C major scale. Notice that it's all on white keys, which makes it real easy to kind of understand. Now, the key of C, while it has a major scale and is easy to do on white keys, there's a formula here that I'm going to teach you right away. And first of all, you need to understand what is a half step and what is a whole step. A half step, simply put, is the next closest note you can go to, either up or down. So a C to a C sharp, we call it. Sharps mean you're going up, flats mean you're going to be going down. A C sharp is a half step from C. Then you go from C to D, actually winds up being two half steps. There's a half step, there's a half step. Two halves make a whole. Yay, you did it. So, half step makes a whole step. So in the major scale, if you'll take a look at the distances between, and those are called intervals, the distance between each note, it is a frequency distance. You've moved from this frequency to the next frequency. So this is a whole step. Then the next note in the scale, from 1, what we call C, would be E, and that's two whole steps. See, you have a half, another half, and a whole. So you've got two whole steps. And then the next note in the scale is, oh, wait a minute, there's no note in between those two, so that means it has to be a what? It's a half step. The next closest note is always a half step. So in the C scale, you've got a whole step, another whole step, and then a half step. And now look, another whole step, because see, you've got a note in between, you've got a half step in between. And now you've got another whole step and the final octave note. Now, what have we done? Well, we've built a formula. Whole step, half step. I call that 2.5. Two whole steps and then a half step. Whole step, half step. Then I call this whole step, half step. So that's 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. So 2.5, 3.5. If you do those intervals, you have a major scale. Here we go, listen. 1, 2, 1, 2.5, 1, 2, 3.5. Now, that's easy to see in the key of C, but how about in a bunch of other keys? Well, let me show you. No matter what note you start on, the formula is the same. Let's start on this A flat. Okay, we want 2.5, 1, 2.5. Then we want 3.5, 1, 2, 3. Oops, that's not half. That's a half. There's a whole. So what we've done is 2.5 and a half, 1, 2, 3.5, and you've got an A flat scale or G sharp. Don't get confusing. Let's start on E. So we're going to go down into E. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Half. 1, 2, half. 1, 2, 3, half. Major scale. So now you've learned already how to play a major scale in any key. Now, regular teachers will teach you the circle of fifths, which I will address here in a video down the road here as we build on this concept. But you will learn how to figure out which keys have 1 sharp, 2 sharps, 3 sharps, 4 sharps. And it's real easy if you follow what's called the circle of fifths. If you go 5, if you go by the circle of fifths, G scale has 1 sharp. G. All right, let's go up another one. D. That's 5. That's called a perfect 5. 5 is going to give you 1, 2. You got 2 sharps. So going around the circle of fifths that way, you keep adding. I'll explain all that later. You don't need to really know all that now, but it is an interesting concept. Those of you that can grasp it right now, good. If you don't worry about it. But let's go again. How many? 1, 2, half. 1, 2, 3, half. 1, here we go. 1, 2, half. 1, 2, 3, half. Another major scale. No matter where you start, 2.5, 3.5, and you've got a major scale. Again, Dave Douglas with Music for Praise. You need to go over here. And let's see, to always go the wrong way. Click subscribe and join the thing, and you can come along with us on all of these other ones. And for Music for Praise, this is Dave Douglas. See you next time.